All right, moving on sports, episode 14, right?
14. It is Thursday, March 6th, and a lot going on in the world. Exciting
Yeah.
week. Exciting past week. All
I think
right.
having like Trump is just, I don't know, it's just makes politics engaging.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and that's always just, I don't know, I think that's a good thing. I think people care more. I think that's good for the population.
It's interesting with him because he says a lot of crazy shit that you're like, okay, no. And then but every now and then he says something that is like, is that a good idea?
Yeah.
You
Well, and
know?
already like walking back to tariffs, I guess I don't know if it's like a strategy, like 4D chess type of thing. Like, I honestly don't think so. I think he just shoots from the hip and then see what sticks and like just kind of like baffle them with bullshit type of thing. And it's like the media can't really keep up with it all. So it's just continuously lagging behind and he just keeps going
Yeah.
forward.
Well, it's funny too, because some of the stuff we like talk about, like, oh my God, this is like such a huge thing, big deal. It like dominates the media for 3 days, and then he flips, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like it all just goes away, and it's just like, oh, that was all for nothing. Um, but yeah, I don't think he has a strategy. I think his only the to be honest, I think the only power he really has is the fact that he's the president of the most powerful country in the world. And like
Yeah.
you can't really be wrong when you're that country, right? It's like you can kind of like fuck shit up. You can do whatever you want. You can try things out. You can threaten tariffs. You can do, and then like any other country, he would not be able to get away with this shit. But
I don't
him,
really, yeah. I guess it kind of just shows like nothing like really matters, other than like nuclear war and I guess like war, you know. Um, like prices go up a little bit, prices go down a little bit. I mean, it probably does matter like for someone's like day-to-day job, right? Like if you're working for the federal government, you're probably like going insane. Like am I gonna have a job? Am I not gonna have a job?
yeah,
Funding. But like I guess in the grand scheme of things, it just doesn't matter.
yeah.
Which I guess is a good thing. I mean, I guess like Biden showed that, right? Where like he was literally like incapable of doing anything other than eating ice cream, and the country still kind of ran itself.
It's always been my big thing. It's like, just get out of the way and let the American people do their thing, Like the
Yeah,
American people are awesome. Make it easy for them. Make them like put them in good situations. We want to stay as like the place where investment and innovation is. I think like the having chips is like the future. So just with
yeah.
technology and everything, drones, war. So um, that's a big deal. So, but besides that, I mean, manufacturing, it's like trying to bring back manufacturing. I get it for some reasons. Like you want to be like another COVID, you don't want to be reliant on another country, right? For like
Mhm.
getting certain things. And at the same time, it's like people just don't really want to manufacture things in America. So,
No, it's just expensive, right? I saw something with like China consumption of concrete compared to America.
probably insane.
Yeah, it is. China used as much cement in last 2 years, this is in 2023, as the U.S. did over the entire 20th century. Like that's and like because I think it's like you talk about GDP and whatever, and I think GDP is okay, but like when you start getting into like measuring actual things,
hmm
I think that's kind of crazy. Like that's a lot, and like they have to build right, but like that's from like the 1900s,
They're building
right?
like ghost cities though, and then they
Yeah,
just destroy them.
and then they just leave. Well, they're just like they're just like dead.
Or they get overrun, and then their GDP go like that's the thing about GDP is like, well, the government could just print money and build shit, and the GDP goes up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the economy, it kind of just like a house of cards,
It really is,
but
and it's
it
still
feels
like
like it works.
complicated.
I don't know.
Like I will say the one thing I was looking at because like the euro to USD tariffs, T-bonds. There's a bunch of shit going on. I don't understand any
Yeah.
of it. But the interest rates in Europe are going up because they're going to start borrowing more money for war. Right?
Oh, you're all crappy. Your voice is bad. Better? No, kinda.
Yeah.
Um,
I wonder what happened. I'll join you.
You fixed it one time. But like last month after you fix it.
Might just be the internet. Too much internet being used.
Um,
The mound game. How's it right now?
Keep talking.
Is it better? Is it worse?
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Okay, so they have variable interest rates, though, right? We've talked about this before, and all of a sudden the interest rates are starting going up because they're going to be borrowing more money for weapons and production, like in that sense. And it's like, shit, man, your mortgage could go up like 200 euros on April 1st.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty scary. I don't know why countries don't have the fixed rates, and
we're the only country that does it.
And they gotta start using credit cards, man. Like just start swiping that shit. It's bad, but like it grows everything so well.
Yeah.
Like everything's debit here. It's crazy.
Yeah. I guess it's just like the risk appetite, and then like all the rich people, right? They just use debt, right? And they leverage it pretty freely. It's like they just keep using assets and taking loans against it. So it's like because you don't have like a taxable event, so you don't have to pay any taxes, and so it's like you just keep moving money back and forth, kind of that way. Which is like that's probably something that probably shouldn't be allowed, but all the rich people are in charge, and like that's what they do. So
I feel like
the average person is not going to get all up in arms about it. So it's like that probably will never go away,
Yeah, I feel like we just got to this point in the U.S. where, like, farther than we ever were expected, or like just things have changed so much that we're just like not even prepared, and we don't even know how to handle some of these issues.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever have though.
Well, I mean, like
figuring out as you go.
Back in like the 1800s, you had people, like living on a prairie, and you'd have like gold rushes and like little towns, but now the economy is so complex. Like I just don't think people society just isn't built for changing fast enough to be ready for like these.
I think definitely in like laws just can't keep up. Especially like tech stuff. I don't know. And like Europe is like trying to clamp it down. America's not. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just kind of like I think deregulation is probably the best, but then like it's good. It's really good for a while, and then like something really bad happens. Versus, I guess kind of like Europe is just like strangled. Especially like UK with like paying all those like generous pensions and healthcare. I mean, that just completely weighs down your economy, and you just have no room for growth. Not to mention like labor laws, but we've kind of gone. All right, so I want to talk to you about this Christian person, because like, have you seen like all like the memes of like Vance where he just like he just is all like different and funny,
like
and it'd be kind of like and if this was during the NFT thing, I could see that being like, I got a rare NFT Vance, like I could see that becoming a real thing.
Dude, you should like that. It's a great idea.
Yeah, but like NFTs are stupid. But one of them, I'm going to tell you about this Christian person, because it's kind of a really crazy story, and I think it's like one of the parts of the internet, because like everything about the internet is just kind of like, it's like top 50th, like kind of like pop music, and it's just kind of really hard. At least for me, I find it hard to stumble upon like random sites or just like random things that I like or have like a depth of knowledge, or like so this thing, it's on YouTube, and there's like I don't know, probably I think like 100 videos of this on YouTube, just like recapping it. But like, so this person is now trans, but they were born as Christian, and I think this person like did a blog, and that's like how it became like just. It's probably like the most documented person on Earth. Because it's been like over, I don't know, at least 10 years, maybe 20 years. We're just like just kept posting blogs. And so it's like she is just a very like autistic weirdo. And wrote this like comic. Here, I want to share the screen because it's just I don't know. Like I probably will be the only one that finds this funny, but I don't know. I think it's interesting. All right, can you see this?
It just has like you're sharing. It's like that tab. You're sharing your entire screen. It's kind of weird.
Okay. Oh. Here, I think it's like
You can like pick the.
Yeah, share this window.
Still just like that. It's like a bar on top. It just says you are sharing. I can see your mouse right now.
That's weird. All right. God, why am I so bad at this?
Instead of like, can you just click a tab to share?
Share this window. Share this window. Oh, here we go.
No. Wait. No. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why. It's weird. So I just clicked like that next to like the smiley face down below. It's like that box with the arrow.
Yeah.
And then it do you have the tab open in the same tab as your Google?
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It just like gives me the options. I just click the one that I want to share. I don't know why it's not doing it. That's weird.
All right. Share this window. Share this window. Yeah.
Yes. Nice.
All right. So Christine Weston Chandler. This is what this person looks like.
Okay. What's the Seville Guardian thing going on that?
All right. So Tristan. And so yeah, so it's like he hasn't. Some would consider. Let's read it. Some would consider Chris to be a celebrity, but he hasn't sold a multi-platinum album or been awarded with an Oscar. Instead, he is a creator of the infamous webcomic Silent Shoe, which this is what this is. This is like his little medallion he always wears. And so, blah 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 blah. And so he became internet famous when images him leaked out to something awful message boards. And it's actually like pretty mean because it's like he was just like really mocked and like followed, but then he did like really messed up stuff. So blah blah blah, the classic area by modern historians. So he got repeatedly catfished, like people would just pretend to be romantic interests, and he lashed out against his arch enemy Clyde Cash, leader of the most notable group of trolls in his life. he was duped in the stuffing medallion up his butt. He had his identity stolen and had the Sonic 2 webcam like just kept copying it, and that pissed him off. And so it gets like weirder. Like I think someday they should just do a documentary, like an actual movie about this. So then he became cross-dressing, and then he came out in transgender in 2014, one of the OG ones.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he stayed like normal. His father died, which is kind of crazy. And then accident caused his house to burn down. I think he burnt his house down, and then he like maced an employee at GameStop over the color of Sonic's arms. And then he got like brainwashed by insane beliefs that he was a goddess meant to blah blah blah. And then he just kept like and then he was like with his mom, and his mom just like was just a giant enabler. And this is like really fucked up. So then it got to the point where he actually ended up having sex with his mother.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What? And then he went to jail. And
like for rape?
Yeah, because of this. And it's just like
Is he in jail now?
Um, Christine at one point got a piercing on her taint, which became infected. Later, as an infection developed, that her taint rejected the piercing. Christine was listening to binaural beats YouTube video meant to like it's like I don't know, like I guess it really scratches the artistic itch. It's just like the most fucked up situation ever, like meant to hypnotize someone until their penis turned into a vagina. Christine thought she was growing a vagina and show off her possibly infected tank ad on Facebook as her new vagina.
Yeah.
And it's like there's just so much of this crazy, gross, like, and he just, I don't know, and like all these videos, like it's just, yeah, like Christine.
Have you watched the videos?
Yeah, I've watched them all, and it's like 100 hours. Like I spent like a whole year just watching these videos. And, like, I remember.
Maybe you should write that. You should write a biography.
What?
Maybe you should write like a biography or something.
This is not something I should ever do. I like go like, and I gotta like, it's like an addiction. Like I shouldn't be like going to this because it's just like for some reason it just really scratches that itch. It's just like the most bizarre shit ever. Like I remember he went to his community college and he went around with an attraction sign that he would try to like get women's attraction. Advertising Chris as a 21 single white male seeking a cute 18 to 21 single female companion. The dean of students confiscated.
Did you watch videos of this?
Well, so no, it would just be like videos of it, like recapping like what happened this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How were people what were people just watching because it was just like a car crash, like you couldn't look away?
Yeah.
Almost?
Yeah.
Like this is just insane. What are even these websites? Is that the person? Oh.
No, there's like this one that's like,
and this person just became famous.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It looks like a cross between Sonic and Pikachu.
That's the whole point.
Oh, it's like Sonic. And people buy this stuff?
Probably.
Do you think like made some money doing it?
Yeah.
Those drawings, dang.
Yeah, but this is like there's like an actual. That's it. There's like one where it has like a million different pages. Oh yeah, because he kept. Oh yeah. Is this it? Oh yeah, it says a sex tape.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's just I just wanted to bring it up because someone did a fans thing of this Chris Chan, and it really it launched all this.
The crazy rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Chris Chan. Is he a furry or no?
Kinda, I don't know. He's just I mean he had sex with this like I guess kind of like rape. Like
yeah, it seems
and that's kind of when like it all shut down for like the best.
Christine Weston Chandler.
Yeah. Look it up, people, if you're listening.
The Wikipedia photo is Chris Chan in like prison garb. It's actually kind of a hilarious photo.
Yeah.
March 2023. Due to her unusual hobbies and deviant behavior, became the victim of a massive, prolonged harassment by trolls on 4chan. Do you spend much time on 4chan?
No. I like.
It's like too much.
It's kind of really like the Reddit would have a 4chan page and it would show you like the highlights, but I think like Reddit's just kind of neutered, and so you can't and like just ones kept getting reposted. I don't know, but
her mother has dementia.
Yeah, and like that's what made it. Like,
yeah,
really,
this is fucked up. Yeah, they have a routine where they. Yeah, what the fuck? Every third night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really messed up. Oh, she was released in 2023, and later in August, her case was dismissed after motion on the grounds of autism.
Yeah.
Huh. And possibly a son. All right.
Yeah.
Documentaries. PewDiePie released a video highlighting her story, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's like definitely like just a weird internet celebrity.
PewDiePie's kind of interesting in himself.
Yeah, he kind of like has gone through an arc. Now he's I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
What is he now?
I don't know. I think he's I know he got married. He might have just like exited all of it.
Call it a day. Nice. What did you think of I don't know. What do you think of any good news with the Brewers? Jose Quintana.
Yeah. I mean, I like him, right? I think, like, especially with DL going to 60 man, it looks like Ashby probably.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, hurts. I don't know. Feels good. I think one thing that's kind of interesting is like Trio's getting a lot of play in center field. And so I think that was telling, you know. Maybe like Yelich, Churio, Garrett Mitchell, right? But I think they kind of like Sal Frelick, and like Frelick was really good at right field. So, but kind of like maybe paradoxically that Churio might have an easier time in center field because it's just like you see the ball, you go get the ball, versus like left field, you have to like play the corners, like where the wall is, and like the ball has like more spin on it, I guess. So it's a little bit more difficult there. And I know Yelich said that like he really prefers outfield to like stay in the game. And I think actually like last year's stats kind of proved that when he was a DH, his numbers kind of took a dive. So, but like with the back surgery, like you would have to think he would be willing to be more like DH, but I don't think he would ever be full-time DH. So I guess it's just kind of like what we do with our outfield is interesting. Blake Perkins actually kind of being out weirdly, and I mean, like you always want to have availability in guys and stuff, but I think it definitely helps like the roster with like Garrett, Sal, Churio, Yelich, kind of figure it out. So Logan Henderson had a really good outing yesterday. Yoho looks good. Saw like
Wait,
I read the
Mitchell's out right now?
No. Sorry. Perkins.
Yeah. I think it's like, I don't know, you always just want bodies, but if he like I think the benefit is like he went down, but we got other guys that can play, I guess. So I think Yelich, like, if you play a 3-game series and he plays left field like once sometimes, twice sometimes, like I feel like he'd be okay with that. Like 2/3 of the time you play, maybe less, maybe 60% of the time you play in the field, 40% of the time you play DH. Like it's a decent split. I think you just got to look at the team and like you got to get your best guys out there, and like he knows that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Monasterio makes the roster because I think he has option, and I think like Dunn. I think they're going to stick with like Dunn, Durbin at third, like pretty much for sure, and then just kind of remember with like Joey Ortiz Dunn at the beginning of the season, where they both kind of like split time. I think that'll be kind of what it is until like one of them cements themselves as like the better one.
Yeah.
And I think Capra makes the team because I think Capra like is like Montero kind of had some bad defense last year, and I think Capra is just a leg up defensively, and not to mention like spring training is whatever, but I think I don't know. I think it kind of isn't too. Like I don't know. Capra looks good. So
yeah, and he's in like kind of like hitting that prime of his life. Like he's 28 years old. He's kind of ready to make that move of whether he's going to be a pro or not. And like I think he's kind of ready to
Yeah.
do it. He's playing well. I don't know how well he played last year. Nashville, 110 games, 261, 730 OPS, 8 homers, 53 RBIs. Not a ton of homers, but
Yeah.
348 on base. I mean, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Yeah. So I mean, if he can be similar to that, does he have option years left?
Vinny?
Yeah.
Right? No, he has 0 options.
Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah, I figured he would definitely. He's pretty versatile, which is nice. Not a huge stolen base threat, but
yeah, he's never. Well, he had 9 plate appearances last year, but he's never gotten like his biggest season was 21 plate appearances.
yeah, he's never really had a chance.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, he's never really had a chance.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. And I think like Tyler Black.
Is there any like
like I guess I like it feels like we're just fucking up his development where he's not getting like his defense is not there, but he hasn't really gotten a long run at a single position, and it just feels like it's just not working.
Yeah, we're just in that weird zone of like what to do with him. My concern is we're starting to like lose his value a little bit.
Yeah,
not yet, but like eventually other teams are going to. It's funny because like when we switched to the DH, it was nice, but then all of a sudden we got into this weird spot where we're like, oh, we'll just DH him. Oh, we'll just DH him. Oh, we'll just DH him. It's like, but then we don't really have like a great DH. We kind of have all these like throw-in DHs. I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
I think it kind of worked a lot for like keeping people fresh though. Like I think like just rotating through people. I think that's kind of like the best way for it, rather than because if you just have a static one, then your roster flexibility kind of takes a hit. Someone gets hurt or like kind of like forced to play through stuff. I know Contreras said it'd be interesting to see how many games he catches this year. He said like it wore him down, but he like kind of figured it out, and I wouldn't be surprised if they keep just riding him again, because he was still pretty great, even catching that much. I think that's kind of underrated in like the offensive numbers, because that wears on your legs, right? So if he like DH'd a lot more, his offensive numbers would have gone, up, and probably like framing and stuff too, like was hurt by it. I don't know. Like I think it just shows how valuable he is. But yeah, like I think Haas kind of makes it, but like the Alfaro guy, he was a former top 50 prospect. And he's looked pretty good this spring. So I don't know.
Who is that?
Alfaro. He's just
he fucking bombed one the other day. I saw the highlight of it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Did you see the highlight of the Phillies manager?
Where it's like 3 straight home runs?
Yeah, the 3 straight home runs, and he was just like silent throughout the whole thing. That was funny.
Oh, this is good. Let's look at our spring breakout roster. So it's kind of cool where it's just like the top like prospects from each team play each other.
Yeah.
And so where's ours? Blue Jays, Yankees, Orioles, Rangers, Giants, Angels, Cubs, Tigers, Braves, Mets, Nationals, Rockies, White Sox, Reds, Brewers. So we have Matt Wood, who I think is actually kind of okay. He was good for a little while, but then the other ones kind of sucked. Darian Miller, I haven't heard of him. Marco Dingus, haven't heard of him. Mate, Pratt, Deontay, Luke Adams, Luis Pena, Blake Burke, which I'm kind of high on because he was like he led Tennessee I don't know if he led Tennessee and the whole SEC in home runs, but he was up there behind like Caglione, who was a pick. But his contact rates are like better than expected. But this kind of interesting too for the SEC last year. Like it's not really reported, but apparently there was like a big sign stealing scandal, and so like offensive numbers were like really inflated throughout the SEC. So kind of like I know when I was doing my draft for my dynasty, I was kind of conscientious about SEC guys because of that. Yeah.
Well, should we go through our new top 30?
Yeah.
Number 1, Jefferson Kara.
Oh, you want to put it on the screen?
Yeah, I can share it. Jefferson Kara. Is it this one? Yeah, catcher. Expected to play this year, which is awesome. 22 years old, 6 foot. Hasn't played it all yet, right?
No, because he played like one. He had one AB I think last year, and then before he tore his labrum or shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, is there any idea of like when he possibly could play?
Well, he said that he's like 80% there. So I don't know. I think there maybe is a chance that he makes opening day. I don't think so.
Oh.
Probably like he would go just to get like some reps in.
Well, maybe like May, June.
Yeah, depending on how he is.
Okay, well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be nice just to. I mean, Haas is okay. Haas actually wasn't too bad this year. So, Mate is number 2 on the list. 17 years old. It's kind of funny. His ETA is 2028, 3 years. So he'll only be 20 years old when he.
Well, cherry on, right?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty insane though.
Yeah.
Switch hitting, shortstop. He got in that bat. Didn't I think he grounded out?
Yeah, he's gotten I think a couple.
Or a couple now, yeah. But crazy, he's getting the ABs at 17 years old.
Yeah.
Just crazy bat speed, exit velo. Pretty exciting. Your boy Cooper Pratt, number 3, shortstop, 20 years old. His ETA is still 2027, 2 years away.
Yeah.
Which is probably just reality.
I would think next year. Like if he continues to develop, like next year. So I think this is like a big stopgap year for us because like when it comes to like third base, we probably like have that's like our deepest position, I would say. And like between Bo, Bianchi, Luke Adams, then some other guy, like all 3 of them are Mate, right? I guess even 2. All 3 of them, 4 of them, like could be really, really good. And so like between that and Cooper Pratt, you have 5 guys, for one spot, I guess, assuming Joey Ortiz, pans out, and I guess Drang does too. But yeah, feel really good about that side.
Which is funny because it's like it was like our one weakness. It's probably why we didn't go and get anyone.
Yeah, because it would have blocked them.
Because we're so close, but yeah. I mean,
that Bregman deal would have been kind of nice, just like a 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go to Boston, which is whatever. And then he gets moved over to second, which is hilarious, or probably not.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. Pratt, though, he only played in A and high A, so probably needs a year in a full year in Double A anyway.
Actually, I think he played a little bit in Double A. Like, I think he played in the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a year in
no,
Double A.
You're right. He only played high
A. Pretty much. I mean, once you play Double A for a full year, I feel like you're pretty much ready for the pros.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to go to Triple A.
Double A is harder than Triple A.
Yeah. Triple A is like for the older guys that are kind of like
it's kind of like purgatory.
Yeah. Speaking of, Mr. Oxky, number 4, AAA, expected to play this year for us, though, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like, he just walks so much,
Yeah. A starter. Still planning on pitching him as a starter. 80 fastball, 70 curve, 60 slider, 40 control. Would give you a nightmare in OTP.
Yeah.
Um,
Although like 105 strikeouts and 50 walks, like it's like that's like kind of what's his K minus BB, I guess. Because like Devin Williams is like kind of like that. I wonder if this has this.
yeah. Devin was like walking a lot of guys last year, honestly.
Yeah. So he was 16% K minus BB, so 30% minus 14%. Let's see what Devin Williams is. Devin Williams was 30%. Jesus. That's pretty. Yeah, what's the best K minus BB?
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, Devin's the best reliever in baseball right now.
Yeah, so Chris Sale had the best for qualified.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he was insane.
At 26. If you do not like minimum, we'll do 50 innings. How many innings did 40? 30? How many innings did Devin Williams? Oh yeah, because he only played half the year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 20 innings. So Devin Williams had but so the highest person is Mason Miller, 33%. And this guy for the Tampa Bay Rays that people haven't talked about yet, but I think they will. Edwin Uceda, 30.8%. Pretty insane. He had a ERA of 1.51, Sierra of 2.1. I think he's like 20 years old. 27. No, he's 27. That's kind of wild, though.
He had a 2.1 Sierra last year in pros?
Yeah.
Damn, that's really good.
Yeah, so like what I've learned is like K minus BB is like one of the for pitchers. It's like the stickiest statistics and like the most predictive. Devin Williams was third, and I got this guy in Dynasty, Tony Santillan, Cincinnati, 30%, and I really like him.
Nice.
Cade Smith, Edwin Diaz, Daniel Nunes, Garrett Crochet, Gravenger, Chris
Is it all
Bube.
different types of pitchers that like, or is there any like correlation between like hard throwing?
Yeah, like kind of nasty. Like Ryan Walker, he's like a stud. Like Paul Skeens is 15th. I guess if we go more to like qualified, or I'll do 50. 50 is a good barometer. So Mason Miller definitely like, and Crochet being fourth is pretty insane. I guess I'm kind of like, I don't know if Crochet can sustain it, but he was like really. I remember like in the show a couple versions ago, I really liked him, and I guess it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like he's like trendy, and I have to be a contrarian, but he's really good. Mark Leader Jr. is actually was 16th on the list at 25%.
What was Misrowski? Did you say 10?
He was 17.
Oh,
He just walked a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely just got to clean that up. But hopefully, like, just as he's still relatively young. He's huge body. Like, maybe just getting used to it a little bit still and like aging will help him. Next couple guys though is like Bove. You know who's really fallen down is I just had him. Brock Wilken.
Well, he got hit in the face. I think he was the one that got hit in the face, and he was just garbage. So hopefully he doesn't get the yips because of that. But that's kind of a worry for me.
They have Tyler Black as the first baseman, and they say that he might compete for the starting role this year.
I could see it.
He could be a left-handed complement to Reese or even compete for the full-time job in 25. That's kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder where they get this from. Like, who's right? Like, is it just a report? Like, this is MLB.com.
Yeah, like they're pretty good about, sourcing it and like knowing their team and stuff.
I mean, that'd be kind of fun. I actually wouldn't mind having him play.
No, yeah.
Him
Um,
or Ernesto Martinez Jr.
hopefully we get to Ernesto. Jeffrey Rodriguez, outfielder, 2027. Batanti,
19. Yeah.
2027. Also 19. Luke Adams, 2026. Luis Pena. Now he's the one that's playing with Mate, right?
Mate. Yeah, and he had a better batting average than Mate. And he led the league in steals too. Like I think if you just had Painted by himself, he would look really good. But Mate kind of overshadows him a little bit. Yeah. 426 batting average balls in play, which is pretty crazy. But he's fast. He's so fast.
His arm strength will play at third. Should he land there full time? Continue shifting around if he moves aggressively alongside. And he's coming to the U.S. Nice. 55, 50, 70 run. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then the newest addition to the Dynasty team, Braylon Payne.
Yep, finally got him.
One of the fastest players in the class. A day one shock, 17th overall.
Mm-hmm.
Plus speed is a game changer. Explodes out of the box. And he's a great defender.
And he has kind of some sneaky power.
6'2", 186. I mean, and he's young. He's 18. He's
And he's
gonna
18, right? And he bats left.
like 30 pounds. Yeah. I mean, Sal just had 20, and he's like 5'8" or something. So, Gasser, what's the word on Gasser right now? He's,
I think, like halfway through this season, I think.
yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
He was pitching really well, too, which sucks.
He was really good. Only walked one of 114 people face. That's pretty crazy.
It's awesome, yeah. Tommy John, another full year until he factors back into our rotation. So, yeah, got to build up the strength. Logan Henderson pitched great for us the day recently. He's 23. Yeah. That's exciting, actually. 55 control. Wonderfully accomplished. JUCO World Series MVP. Nice.
Yeah, I think one thing is just like his fastball is kind of light, but has a lot of break. I think he's definitely, like, if anyone gets hurt, I think he's next man up.
Okay, that's a kind of fun. 17 inches of induced vertical break this year. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And then he's got a sick changeup, which is his best pitch, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who else we got? Brett Wakrowski. I've never even heard of this guy.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere. He was when was he drafted? 2 years ago? 2023? Or no, usually this
13th round.
Actually, a 13th rounder.
Nice. Dead arm. Expected to be good to go. Okay. Bishop Letson.
People say that he has like potential to have some of the best stuff of any pitcher we have.
I don't. Isn't Message supposed to be pretty nasty too?
Yeah, he was a second rounder.
Blake Burke, tons of power. Brock Wilkin, hopefully he can recover. Yoho, he's gonna be pitching for us soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the roster.
Yeah, that's true.
Nath is out for the year.
That sucks. I guess at least he's 19, but that sucks.
Yeah.
Luis Lara, another young. We had a lot of young studs on.
Yeah, no one's kind of talked about him, but he's like 20.
Yeah. Durbin gonna be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually really excited to watch him play. Like, I think he's just gonna be fun to just steals and he's supposed to be one of the really hardworking guys, which I just he likes. I think we'll just a good Milwaukee guy, easy to cheer for. Carlos Rodriguez. What is Carlos Rodriguez's status?
I don't know. He's kind of like he's just mid, but he has a lot of different pitches. He's kind of like a Ray. It's like the new Ray.
Jadir Young. Casey Hunt was pretty old when we drafted him. Yeah. 12th round. Maybe he's a reliever this year.
Felon was our highest paid international guy.
Okay. 17-year-old.
Yeah.
1.3 mil. Nice. Good for him. Imagine making 1.3 mil as a 17-year-old out of
Yeah, the Dominican Republic.
Like,
Yeah.
just crazy. Power is top of market, which I like that. He uses an uppercut swing. Screw it. Why not? 55 power, 45. I mean, these numbers will change a lot. So 6 foot right now. It's funny. These guys will probably even grow. Center fielder. Okay. Yeah. It'll be fun just to like follow these guys as this year goes on too.
Yeah.
And then Isaac Collins, did we just trade for him or what was his story?
I don't know. He was like a DFA guy, I think we picked up or something.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Rule 5 draft. Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we have Connor Thomas. We did a Rule 5 from.
Oh, he was on our wild card roster. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like a utility guy.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, moving on. Go Brewers. What did you think of Zelensky Trump meeting Friday in the Oval Office? Did you watch it?
No, I just saw clips.
I ended up going back and like watching most of it. I would say. I mean, I cut through some of the answers. What was your takeaway?
I don't know. I guess like one that like it just was televised is kind of wild. I kind of like. I guess I like kind of what we're talking about. I like the theater of it all. Yeah, I guess. Like the one thing is like I kind of get, we've been really nice to Zelensky, Ukraine, and I get like kind of the carrot really hasn't worked, so do the stick a little bit. But it seems like we're only doing the carrot for Russia, and I guess that kind of bothers me a little bit. But on the other hand, we've kind of done all the stick stuff we can reasonably do with Russia. So, I don't know if like that's the thought process with it, but it just kind of feels weird. I mean, and I kind of get maybe diplomacy, like you're trying to sweeten up Russia, get them to agree with it, versus just like, being super like, you're the worst. Like that's not going to bring someone to the table, So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was watching it and like I think it was kind of interesting. So I watched most of it, and first of all, so it's like when Biden was in office, they would say their little statements, and then like the people would like usher the press out right away, and Trump just like leans into it, and it was like 45, 50 minutes. I mean, it's a long ass meeting. It's wild, the whole thing. But one thing I noticed was, so they're like asking questions and they're talking back and forth, and like Zelensky, like a lot of times, like Trump would answer a question, and then Zelensky would like want to say something too, but the media is like, always like jumping to the next, like they're screaming out their questions, and like he would just never answer. And I think it was like he was starting to get frustrated a little. I don't know, just with some of the things and some of the answers. I think the big thing, honestly, like besides all the drama around it, was like Ukraine really wants security guarantees, and we don't want to put U.S. troops in Ukraine. I think that's pretty much what
absolutely not. Like we should absolutely not do that.
And like it's so weird because the UK and France, they're going around being like super gung ho, like we're gonna put troops on the ground. Well, our military's there, but then they like always follow it up with, we need the U.S. to be a part of this, and it's like, well, guys, like you're kind of like writing checks you can't cash right now when you're doing this, and you're making us do it. I think like the minerals deal thing, like just sign it. I think it's a good deal, honestly, for everyone.
But are there actually even like minerals there?
Who knows? Yeah, no, there definitely are some minerals. It's supposed to be some of the best land in western part of the world. I mean, for crops, I don't know.
Yeah, for crops, but I don't know for minerals.
Lithium, something.
Yeah, but we just found like a huge lithium mine in I think it was Texas or something.
Maybe there aren't any minerals there.
Yeah.
But the deal, though, anyway, like the deal is to go to, like, so they sell the minerals, and then the money goes to rebuilding Ukraine.
Yeah.
Like, it's
So
not that bad of a deal for Ukraine. Everyone like made it.
it's
It's
like a
actually,
really good deal for them and kind of not a good deal for us.
well, the deal for us is they would sell it to us, so then our companies are getting access to minerals that aren't. We're not buying from Russia anymore, or not Russia, China, pretty much.
Interesting.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you're getting. I mean, if hopefully we can get Russia to end. I mean, if Russia takes a peace deal, they're pretty much giving up. Like they would pretty much lose the war. Like they planned on taking over Ukraine.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was
know.
kind of interesting. Maybe a little bit back to baseball. So the top OPS leaders and bottom OPS leaders in spring training. Ellie De La Cruz is number one at 1.963, which is kind of crazy. I'll show this.
What? Yeah, that's insane. You're not supposed to do that.
Right? Is it working?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Do you see it though?
Oh no, it's like that sharing screen thing,
Yeah.
like at the top.
All right. So it's like I do this. Wow. Share this window.
Yeah, that should do it. No, what the
No.
hell?
Share file. Share this window. Yeah.
Yes.
Finally. Vinny Crapra, number 2.
Vinny!
453. Jorge Soler, which good. That's kind of. I think that's going to be a sneaky good signing for the Angels.
Yeah.
1.379. Michael Bush, pretty interesting.
Yeah, well.
1.378. David Bodie,
Weren't
former
they about
Cub.
to trade Batty too? Brett Batty?
Yeah, he was like, and I just saw the one. I think it was maybe the Cubs. Yeah, like the first one where it was Cubs, Dodgers, and he looked really good at. I think it was first base or third base, but he like made like a nice play. Ben Calls, never heard of him. One Cub, 1.284 OPS.
Yeah, I didn't even know Bodie was on the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think he got traded like, or like maybe he's like a minor league deal, like like the minor league deal to get up.
Oh yeah. Do the Dodgers have a crazy team, honestly?
I
Dude, Oliver Dunn's 23.
know, right? I saw it. Like that feels good. Jemai Jones, last from the past, he's on the Tigers now. 1.131 OPS.
He hit one of those bombs against the 3 in a row.
Yeah. I kind of root for him. Like, and that seems like get some playing time. Like,
yeah,
kind of like that.
Burger got traded to the Texas this year, right?
Yeah.
That's a wild trade.
And he's like a sneaky good guy.
Yeah.
A lot of Cubs over here.
Let's talk about the shitty guys, though. This is hilarious.
Yeah, this is good.
Kobe
Christian
Mayo.
Franklin, wow, 317 OPS. Nolan Gorman, that's concerning. 56. Seiya, very concerning. 385 OPS. Kobe Mayo, that's interesting.
Okay, Kobe Mayo is like half dead out there. And Seiya
Kristen Campbell.
It's like $21 million a year.
Who?
Seiya Suzuki, I think he's like 20 million.
And it's like defense sucks too. Like I think they would much rather move off of them. But I guess you can't. Jonathan Long, that's like one of their like good
yeah.
And I think Randy Arozarena might be washed because he had a really bad year last year. He was on my fantasy team. I traded him. Tim Anderson, like I saw him. He was getting center field play, which is interesting. So I don't know. Like you have like Soler over here, and then Tim Anderson, Nolan Schanuel. Ketel Marte is kind of interesting because he's like
pretty
seems
good.
like by far the best second baseman. But maybe it doesn't matter. Like I think for the veterans, it doesn't matter. But like the young guys, I think the young guys kind of like are trying to, play your way in your team. So the Christian Campbells, Kobe Mayo, Michael Ciani type.
Jones, Gorman,
Gorman, Nolve Marte.
yeah, Marte,
Yeah, so
Joey
yeah,
Dallas was the
thought that was
yeah.
kind of interesting.
No,
And
that
I
was
got
pretty good.
I got Ozuna on my fantasy team, so I'm pretty happy about this guy.
Marcelo, isn't it?
Yeah. No. Alejandro. He's a Rangers prospect.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, you want to talk football? What do you want? What would you
Yeah.
give up for DK? Do you even want DK?
To be honest, I think I'm out on DK.
Yeah, I think I'm out too.
He asked for $30 million a year. Nothing wrong with him asking for that. I'm actually asking for $30 million a year too, funny enough.
And
But
30 mil. I guess let's look up that. Like that seems like a
that's not
lot.
like, that's a lot, but that's not like top of the market.
Yeah, I guess let's look at player rankings, wide receiver. So DK Metcalf actually has the number one cap hit of wide receivers in 2025. Cooper Kupp second, 29 mil. Calvin Ridley third at 28 million.
That's crazy.
Tyreek fourth. T Higgins because he got the tag. Scary Terry, Mike Evans, DJ Moore eighth. Wow. So I guess maybe not cap hit, but like
more. Wow.
cash. So I think cash matters more. Yeah. All right. So Justin Jefferson, total cash, 31 mil. AJ Brown, 29 mil. CD Lamb, 29. So like basically DK is looking for breaking, like wide receiver kind of breaking contract. And I don't want to give him that. He's not worth that to me.
No.
I kind of want to go through the draft. Like I'd much rather than trade, I don't know.
The one guy I liked free agent wise, wideouts, was Chris Godwin. You look at his stats last year, and he got hurt, but like he was honestly like Remember Mike Evans was trying to break 1K, and he was kind of struggling, and then he came on really high at the end. Well, dude, Chris Godwin was like kicking his ass, honestly, way better. If you look at his stats, he had like
no drops.
And he had like 7 catches like every game, it felt like.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. But
yeah.
So he had 8 catches, 7 catches, 6, 6, 5, 11, and 7. And 5 touchdowns in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 7 games. He had 576 yards in 7 games. Like he was dominated.
Yeah, pretty good. 2.36 yards per route run.
And he's 29, so he's not like super old. I mean, I'm guessing he's gonna make some nice money, but
I don't know. Like, I'd take him, or I'd take Devontae back.
Yeah, I would take Devontae back too.
Yeah, actually, I think kind of Devontae would be.
Did you see that Joey Bosa got released? Would you take him?
Yeah, I don't know. So the thing is, like I saw on Twitter, like Christian Watson has played more snaps than he has over 2 years than Joey Bosa has in 3 years, and I think that is really concerning. Like I think like we just go through like, so one thing is the one guy that's maybe kind of talking about a little bit, but the Indianapolis coach, like the Osu Aja whatever guy, like young upcoming like D-line interior guy that looks good. He looks good. And I think that would be like the one where like I give him a bag.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you. I like our team. I just kind of want to draft and like run it back with the boys, honestly.
Like I think DJ Reed, like cornerback, that would be something on.
Yeah, like a really legit.
Yeah, like, but wide receiver, I don't know. Like you said, the Godwin, cool. Adams, cool. But I don't want to like.
Also, I think
DJ is not better than Adams to me, or Godwin.
It does suck that Watson's out for a decent chunk of the year. I will say that, but like, I mean, he's. Oh, this website has Chris Godwin as the number 3 overall free agent. So,
I can see
but like we had drop issues last year. I think our wideouts are gonna like grind, get that done, and I bet they clean it up a lot. And like we're paying them like nothing. Like I don't know. It's just such a good situation. Would you take Josh Sweat, edge rusher, Eagles?
Maybe because he's like speed, right?
Yeah, he's 6'5".
I think that'd be kind of a nice pairing with Gary being power. But like maybe I'm just like Homer biased, but I think like Cox getting another year, like he was some instances, some respects, our best pass rusher. And he only played a little bit. And like Gary was pretty good against the edge and like, just those guys another year into it. And I kind of like drafting because you can draft, with Halfley for sure in this defense and like kind of what we probably have a better understanding of like what type of player we want in it. Yeah. And again, like the draft is like super loaded in D line. So yeah, I would, but it's like we have a lot of money, but I would rather like I think just like a cornerback, maybe even two cornerbacks, to be honest. Like a cornerback and D line guy, like a free agency, and then just draft that.
Yeah.
Then maybe wide receiver, I guess. Like Devontae, DJ Reed. That I think that would kind of, if we get both those guys, I'd feel pretty good about it.
Goody does like younger guys, so I wonder if there's any like McKinney was only 24 as a free agent. I wonder if there's any like
I guess that's like
good younger.
Age.
Darnold, should we get Darnold?
Grant Dubose is the youngest guy. Cade York, kicker, Chestnut. Bobby Brown, don't know who that is. Oh, Aziz Ojulari. Is he good?
Aziz,
7.6. 7.6. Yeah, he's actually pretty good. That might be a good one. Get him from the Giants. His rating's kind of trash, but
Byron Murphy Jr. would be good.
Yeah.
Nick Bolton.
Was it what's that over the cap? I think they show like projected.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look. Free agency tracker.
Najee Harris. That's interesting. How about Aaron Rodgers? Where do you think he ends up?
Good question. I saw someone said possibly his Packers as a backup, but I don't know. No, I just saw on Twitter that the Vikings are going to let Sam Darnold go. So, like, I honestly, I could see the Rodgers Vikings thing like work out. Like, it kind of makes sense, right? Like a year of Rodgers, AJ, behind him. Like, and Rodgers fits the Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold mode, and Rodgers was pretty good last year.
Rodgers was like really good. I mean, he had a little rust at the start of the year, but he played great, honestly.
Yeah, and like
they're ripping out. I can't believe the Jets let him go. Honestly, it's stupid as shit ever.
Yeah,
but whatever.
It's not like they have a QB like that can do anything. I guess they're probably gonna go draft and start him right away, but it's like, is that the way to go?
Mm-hmm.
So all right, looking at free agents available. So kind of interesting. Ronnie Stanley, number 1 left tackle for the Ravens.
Notre Dame, baby.
Yeah, so I think he probably gets resigned there.
Yeah.
Milton Williams, that I would like him actually. DT of the Eagles.
Yep. He's gonna be
26 years old. Never topped 5 sacks or 10 QB kits in a season. So that's a Packer. Best at rushing the Packers, showing a rare combination of power and quickness for a 290-pounder. Pressure rate is 3rd among interior D linemen at 14.2%. That seems like a Packer and like what we would spend the bag on. So I kind of want him the most, actually.
Who's that?
Milton Williams, Eagles DT.
Oh, yeah.
Carolina.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to pay for him, but yeah.
I don't know. We have, so if you look at cap space, we have 42 mil.
Okay, so we could.
Like, we literally only have 1 million less than the Bears. And we have the tied for second most amount of people signed at 62. Like, we don't have that many people that we need to resign at all.
Yeah, no, it's looking really good. Here's a guy to look at: the Colts, Dayo Odeyemba.
Yeah, that guy. I was talking. Yeah, him. Yeah, I like him.
He looks pretty. He's 25 too, which I like. I think Goody will like.
And he like got a lot of snaps. He's like on the way up.
Yeah, no, I've been reading good things about him. Like Packers.
I think like DJ Reed, or Traveris Ward. He's 29 though.
Byron Murphy, we steal him from the Vikings.
Did he just get signed? Someone just got signed for the Vikings.
Did he?
I don't know if it was him. Tutu Atwell signed a 1-year, $10 million deal.
Tutu. Well.
Chris Cadman, number 3 overall, 29. Devontae. That is only 32, and like his thing is like just route running. So, like, I think that's aging fine. Justin Reed, interesting. Cleo Mack. I think I'd be okay with Cleo Mack.
I kind of like Cleo Mack too. I feel like he's just he's kind of like Von Miller. Like, he's gonna age well. He's gonna compete, bring an edge. Yeah. Like, fuck it, dude. I'd take him for like a 1-year deal, pay him like $10 million. Yeah. I don't know I have no idea what his market would be.
Yeah. I heard rumors he might go to the Bears.
Back to the Bears?
No, DeMarcus Lawrence. No, he's 33.
I used to love DeMarcus Lawrence, but I think he's
really good, yeah. Byron Murphy Jr., yeah. 27.
Mm-hmm.
Puna Ford. Rasul Douglas. I don't know. Would you bring Rasul back?
Honestly, I probably would.
Yeah.
I mean, for what he's going to command, yeah, I'd probably do it. He's good for us.
Yeah, so the Dayo Odebo, 35-inch arms, 34 QB hits the past 2 seasons, doesn't turn 26 till September, flashes on film, especially as a pass rusher. The question is whether Ojibwa will get overpaid, as his play doesn't yet match his traits. He's a bit of a tweener. Despite his size, he lacks the play strength to bump inside full time, but he's sluggish on the edge, especially against the run. I don't know, 25, 6'6", 280, pressure rate 10%.
Yeah, you're paying for the future. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, right. Like, that's kind of
pay for the past production.
Yeah.
Seems like a Goody guy. That's what
I think it seems like a perfect. Like when we got the Smiths.
Oh yeah, that was fun actually.
You know, I want to Smiths like Amari Cooper, 31.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, I've always liked him. He's really solid wide receiver. So one thing about our I've been reading a little bit. It's like we spread the ball around like too much for number ones, kind of like our style. And like maybe like some of our guys would be actually considered like top wideouts if they were getting targets
I think maybe route, you know, like because I think it's kind of hard for a wide receiver to like, oh, you get one throw and then you have to wait, right? And then you get another one and you have to wait. Yeah. And so like maybe Watson is kind of a blessing in disguise.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Like I guess I kind of would like to just kind of like condense it. Like I would like Ayuk. I think that would be kind of my dream gettable guy. Because he was so good in 2023. And I think like prove it year, you know, like you got this and like, all right, I gotta, you know, be better.
He was insane. Yeah. I mean, I saw this hilarious tweet actually from Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I'll read this actually off. It was hilarious. So Brandon Ayuk, he sent a message out, or he posted a picture online, and it was him. It's like kind of blurry, but it's like him wearing like one of those like face like warmer things, a hat, a jacket, and he posted, "If Yeen Yeen worth 100 or better than," and that angry emoji face. "In another city, I'm icy. I ain't got none tucked. Hashtag PS." And then Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's hilarious because he played in the NFL for a while, but Harvard dude, he goes, "I will happily translate this for Niners fans trying to figure it out. If you are not worth 100 million or more, then please be quiet. I am currently visiting another city with lots of jewelry on, but I am not carrying a handgun."
That could be like a funny show. Like, there's mean tweets like, like Ryan Fitzpatrick translates, like NFL, like
NFL
super stuff. Let's see what they actually mean.
This hilarious shit.
Yeah. Or like they even go in the other way, like, please be, like just super white speak, and then some black guy like Marshawn Lynch translates it into like,
that was funny too.
I think that'd be kind of funny.
That both ways, that actually would be perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was looking at like yards per route run leaders last year because that's like my favorite stat. Mm-hmm. So for minimum, or I'll show the screen. It's probably good for people to see. And it gives me good practice sharing the window. So Puka number 1, and I think I'm going to keep him in fantasy. Like number 1 by a lot. 3.56 yards per route run is pretty crazy. Yeah.
I have AJ Brown. Damn it! I wasn't gonna keep him, but now maybe I should.
Yeah, I think you probably should.
It's just annoying because their offense drives me nuts sometimes, and Barkley. But
I don't know, like that's pretty good. But I guess it's like real life versus fantasy, right? Like that's probably a little different. Like because you want volume, right? And he got, in terms of like targets, Chase 170. Jesus, that is so much volume. And Neighbors 165. Dude, Garrett Wilson. His yards per route run was kind of shitty though. But like, I don't know. I would be in on Garrett Wilson.
Oh, I love Garrett Wilson. I think he's really good. Jefferson. Damn, that's crazy.
Willis and like Dobbs or something for Garrett Wilson.
I would do it in a heartbeat. Dude, it's crazy that Bowers is on there, number 6.
Dude, Brock Bowers is like, I mean, Bowers is like, because he was like one of the only ones. He was like really good.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah. But okay, so yards per round. Kittle 4th, which is kind of surprising, especially with like Debo gone. I think he's gonna have a really big year next year.
Yeah, Kittle's really good.
Marvin Mims, number 5th, which is kind of wild.
That's crazy.
Only had 50 targets.
Okay,
so not a lot.
That's good though.
But yeah. Mike Evans, Chase, Ladd McConkey, Chris Godwin, though, like you said, I don't know, like that. Yeah, I guess that kind of. And what his drop percentage was, he didn't have a single drop. Like that, I think alone is like enticing.
Yeah, why we should sign him?
Yeah, because like I think drops, Alan Lazard, Wicks, Jaron Reed. So we basically have we had 4 of the top ones. We need to work on receiving a receiver coach drops.
Do we fire a receiver coach?
I don't know. Ayuk though, 10%. That's nice.
Dude, that's actually hilarious that Alan Lazard was number 1.
Yeah.
I still can't believe the Jets paid him. Aaron Rodgers
was they're looking to see if someone can trade for him. It's like, who's going to trade for Alan Lazard?
It's like, he's a good guy.
Yeah, talk about best earnings for the most mid wide receiver.
Dude, he hit free agency, Aaron Rodgers, so perfect. His best year ever was 60 catches for 788 yards, and he was getting like 12 million a year or some shit.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Although
I mean,
six
good for him.
touchdowns is not
Great
not
great blocker too.
Yeah, but like what I've learned was if you, it's kind of like if a girl ever calls a guy like, oh, he's so nice, that it's like it's like a diss. Like it means like there's nothing else redeemable about you.
Yeah.
You're just like defaulting to the default. And I think great blocker is like that version of wide receivers, tight ends. Like Mercedes Lewis, oh, he's such a great blocker. Garbage. Ellen Lazard, oh, such a great blocker. Garbage. Because it's like you pay the people to block, right? You don't pay these people to block. You pay them to catch the fucking ball, right? So I think it's like if I ever hear that, I am completely out on someone moving forward. Like, and like it's kind of weird that you look at Packers, like former Packers, MVS, Lazard, Wicks, Reed. It's like, do we just not care that you drop the ball? Ayuk, ugh.
What was Ayuk's drop?
10%. Devontae Adams, 10%.
Damn, that's surprising.
Yeah, right. So Romeo Dobbs, like literally all Packers are in the top. How many former Packers we have in the top 33? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the top 33 Packers and dropped last year.
Wait, our coach is our wide receiver coach Jason Vrabel. Is he related to as passing game coordinator?
Yeah.
Do you think he's related to Mike Vrabel?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's wide receivers coordinator.
AJ Brown didn't have a single drop last year. Zach Charbonnet didn't have a single drop last year. Josh Jacobs didn't have a single drop last year.
Beast.
Wow, on 41 targets.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's actually really surprising.
Dude, Jacobs is awesome with like ball in the field, like open field like that. I think he'd beat like every guy. Like he always would juke someone or just like break the tackle. Like he was really hard to tackle. Yeah. I loved watching Jacobs run. He was so much fun.
Especially like that run in
Philly,
like the Eagles thing where he just like shut everyone off.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Third best per PFF rusher last year. Barkley's 10th. You know who was the 9th best? Emmanuel fucking Wilson. Yeah.
What's up now, boys?
We have the 2 top 10s rushers. That's a good little fact.
That's fun.
Wow.
I love our team.
Bucky Irving was 4th. James Conner was 5th.
Conner's underrated.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Like, I just don't want to accept that he's like it's because he's not a speed guy, but he's really good.
And I think his name. He has like the most boring name ever.
I will say I always respected him a lot though, because I watched this video. He got cancer when he was in college, and he was going through chemotherapy, and he would still show up at 5 a.m. for like the morning workouts in the spring. And I was like, this guy's going through fucking chemotherapy, cancer, and he goes at 5 a.m. and he's running drills and shit. I'm like, my lazy ass can't get out of bed.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
So respect to James Conner. I see why he's so good.
Yeah.
He earns it. Tyler Algier, is he 4th?
Oh, so I'm looking at elusiveness rating now.
Dude, Bucky Irving could be really good, honestly.
Yeah, he looks to be a stud.
Yeah.
I mean, like the 4th best running back.
Mm-hmm.
And like this draft's supposed to have so many, and it's kind of like a bummer that we have Wilson, Jacobs, that other guy, because it's like I kind of want a shiny new toy to play with.
Marshawn Lloyd.
You know, I would trade like Josh Jacobs to a team for a wide receiver.
Bro, no.
Yeah, I would, because it's like I want a shiny new toy, and it's like wide receivers are harder to get than running backs.
Our shiny new toy is going to be. We're going to get someone for you. Don't worry. We're going to get someone.
I don't know. And like that Tet guy, is he good?
With Ted who?
The draft guy.
Who?
Petra McMillan.
Oh, the wideout. I don't think he's gonna drop to it. Would he drop to us? Maybe.
No, maybe. I don't know. Or Burden, I guess.
I would maybe take Burden. I don't know.
Let's look. College.
I kind of like the Higgins guy, but he tested really well, so I feel like the chance of us getting him, like, we got to.
I don't know. Like, seems kind of like a lot of D-line guys and whatever are gonna go.
Yeah, I guess maybe McMillan drop. I don't know. It's a passing league though. Like
Jaden Higgins, #1 wide receiver for PFF.
Yeah, dude. If we get him, he tested really well and he's huge too.
That's a Packer guy.
But if we could like trade down a little bit and get Higgins around 30, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, where's he projected to go? I guess let's look at NFL draft big board. Higgins, 48.
Okay,
You want to do another mock draft?
sure. Golden ran like really fast too. I was impressed.
Yeah, I mean he looked good. Like, kind of reminds me of Neighbors a little bit. Like, I mean, because I'm a college casual, like hardcore, right?
Mhm.
But it's like Golden stood out the same way, where it's like, dude, that guy just kept making catches. And I remember I watched like a game with Neighbors, and he just kept making catches. And yeah, do you have time? Should we do one where we do every team, or you just want to do Packers?
Packers probably.
All right,
Go Pack, go.
all right.
Maybe not as random this time.
All right. So I'll do.
Yeah, you can leave it. Yeah.
All right.
Do
Do you want to leave the speed for trades or just go to us?
No, let's just go to us. Maybe we don't trade for. We got Chop Robinson last time.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well.
Here we go. Travis
Oh.
Hunter, #1. I like that actually.
All right, so who's picked? Travis Hunter, Abdul. Well, Tet went 3. Mason Graham, Aaron, Will Campbell, Tyler Warren. You know what? Actually, I want to do this more. I'm going to do this more. Yeah, like
So
where
the quarterbacks are like down.
I'm going to do this more because I think that's like more important.
Okay.
I think people
do 7 rounds or
yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Travis Hunter, Abdul, Campbell, Graham, Tet, Cam Ward.
Oh, to the Raiders. That'd be fun.
Tyler Warren. Jets. That's interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
This Barron guy is getting a lot of love. And this Missouri tackle, I saw like for tackles to like run as fast as he did and like whatever, it was basically like worse Sewell, someone else. So he looks like generational tackle.
Nice.
So hopefully the Bears.
Hopefully the Bears don't get him, yeah.
Smox, James Pierce, Genty, Grant, Will Johnson, Shamar. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
All right, so who do we got? Tackle? Kind of boring.
Boring. I like Walter Nolan Jr. I will say that. He was like a top prospect out of high school, kind of just a freak athlete.
Yeah.
Big boy in the middle.
305, 6'3", 21. Yeah.
Who's Derek Harmon? Is he on Oregon? Is he?
Yeah. Pass rush defense, pass rush run weight. Wow.
Nice.
So 17 and 7.
How big is he?
310.
Oh, 6'5". Big boy.
So that guy was a little bit bigger, right?
Yeah. Golden. Honestly, man, Golden.
This guy, the other guy's better. Well, so worst pass rush, better run stop. But 17%, that's pretty good.
Really good, yeah.
And he did his best games against Ohio State.
I think Nolan has like a consistency issue a little bit. But like when he's good, he's good. Honestly,
Honestly,
Toledo.
Only 12. So the other guy at 17 is pretty incredible. I might go with that guy.
Yeah,
Or gold.
that guy or Golden maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Derek.
Harlan?
You
I
like that?
like Harlan. Yeah, let's do it.
Shedeur Sanders. Interesting.
He dropped all the way to 55. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it's crazy, but I low-key kind of like Jack Sawyer.
Yeah, I saw him too, and he looked good. Again,
He's just
17%. That's pretty
he's
good.
a beast, man. Like he's just
Yeah.
gonna bring the edge.
Yeah, I'm down for drafting him.
Is the other the other edge rusher from Ohio State already gone? The like Tua Lamala or whatever. Oh,
Yeah, he just got drafted.
Ben Morrison from Notre Dame. That guy, like, honestly, he got hurt this year, but he was like a first round pick. Click on him.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah,
Cornerback.
dude, that would be like a really good.
Man coverage average, zone coverage average. Just looks
Yeah,
like mid guy to me.
if we got him second round, dude, that'd be crazy. I'd be pumped. I'm down for Jack Sawyer though. We can take the D line and just let the boys fucking send
Yeah.
it.
I mean, that's the Goody draft.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. What else? What else do we
I like
need?
this guy.
Oh, he's
Guard.
the huge guard that's like 6'6", yeah.
Yeah. Older.
I don't mind that. Yeah.
Savion Williams. A TCU wide receivers kind of scare me. Yeah, drop rate. Ugh. Yards per run, not that good.
No one else really around this area.
That's
Should we
Johnson. That's a skinny guy, right?
Yeah, he's so small. His weight, I think he was 154, and he wasn't slow or wasn't fast.
Yeah.
But then he
That's way
ran
too
like
small.
some drills, like the catching drill, the gauntlet, really fast. I would take that Tate Rutledge, honestly. Oh, Isaiah Bond.
He kind of looks mid. Yeah, let's do that.
Tate Rutledge, yeah. Nice.
Ooh, Riley.
Quarterback. Dude, Dylan Gabriel in the 4th round would be pretty sick, honestly, for a team. I think that guy was awesome.
I think I'd do that. I'd do that. Why not?
For us?
Yeah.
Let's look at what else is available. Because what do we edge, center, cornerback?
We don't have a cornerback. We haven't done a cornerback. Cornerback or wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. 3.45 yards per out run is pretty incredible. Only played 5 games though.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Though.
Colorado State, kind of random. There's not a ton of dudes around here.
Just so many like running backs. Oh, Pat Bryant.
Oh yeah, Pat Bryant. We
Yeah.
might just see him later.
Yeah, he looks phenomenal.
Yeah, he was like record setting at Illinois.
Yeah. Can we do a little trade? How far is he down? 150? See if we can do a little trade. 142. 168. Let's see if we do that.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, someone take him? Oh, right before us. Oh, brutal. Got too cute.
Gotta get you guys. That's hilarious though. Can we cancel that trade?
Ugh.
Bro, literally the pick before. What are the chances of that?
Ooh, UCF. Garbage.
Kobe.
Garbage. Oh, that's interesting. This guy looks kind of good.
Okay. Is he tall?
No. What, 5'10"?
Not great for the outside corner, but trending down. Not great.
Is there another cornerback? Because cornerback would be nice. Trevor Etienne. Kyle McCord. Kobe King. Interesting.
Yeah, he's he's like not a good pat. Like he's really he's like a run pure. It's kind of like an Isaiah McDuffie.
Sucks.
All right, I think we're gonna have to
Oh, that's interesting.
get freaky with some random
What
freak
about
ass.
one of yours?
I mean, he was pretty damn good. Yeah.
All right, why not? Get that QB. Another D line. I don't know. We need like cornerbacks and wide receivers. What about this guy?
There's not a lot out there.
Garbage. Garbage. Kind of fucked up the draft.
Should have just taken Pat Bryant. Oh, Denzel Burke, was he good? I can't remember if he was good or not.
Ooh, 33% some coverage though.
Oh yeah, he was the one that had like a ton of penalties.
6'1", 193 senior.
Yeah, I think he just had a ton of penalties.
Yeah, the completion rate is pretty insane. What about Rutgers?
Oh, I read a rumor right below this guy, Tyler Show. I read a rumor that he might go first round.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I saw that. It looks good.
Someone's agent's doing a good job.
What about just Kobe King? No, I don't.
I mean, it's pretty
You know what?
ass.
You just want to restart this draft.
Restart it.
Yeah.
Maybe let's just do like 5 rounds.
Yeah. All right. Position value. Public. What is it? Needs.
All right, good practice. Good practice there. Harmon.
Harm. Oh, Shamar though. Would you do Shamar or?
Yeah, I would take Shamar. Shamar's a freak.
Yeah. All right. For Street Bro. This guy looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Let's
don't
take
get cute. Is there? I mean, Sawyer maybe. Tyrion Porter. I don't know. That's pretty good.
How tall is Restrepo? I think he's pretty good. Or I think he's like maybe
5'10", 198.
Okay. Slot receiver more. Do we want
No,
that?
we don't need an outside guy, but like, I don't know if I pass it up. This guy looks good.
Porter?
Yeah,
How tall is he tall?
6'4", 200.
Oh shit. Rare prospect, wide receiver turned cornerback. I actually kind of like those guys.
Yeah,
Sky high potential. Ooh.
elite track background. Yeah.
I like that. It's fun.
All right.
Let's do it.
That tape I look
Rutledge?
like?
Yeah. Take our boy. Got to shore up the D line. All right, Pat Bryant, where are you?
Where's this guy? That's pretty good. Two
Yeah.
corners. So what we've done? Edge, cornerback, guard.
I think Bryant should be maybe available lower, or we take that guy you just clicked on.
Is this guy good? That's pretty good.
He was solid, solid player. He's huge. He's like 6'5", 300, strong.
Yeah.
Nothing like super special, more like a solid
6'1", 200.
strong press man. I like that. I think we're gonna play more press too.
Completion. This looks pretty good.
Yeah, let's take him. No Williams.
Load up.
All right.
Let's see
Can you
if that,
start? Can you like only do
no,
wide?
I don't think so. And where is that? See that? Because if that whatchamacallit guy is available, I'd do it.
Another one.
Pat Bryant was taken over.
Just not meant to be.
Not meant to be.
Is Trevor Etienne good? I mean, I don't know.
Pretty good. But it's like we have so many running backs.
I know.
tight end, maybe? Oh, that's garbage.
Or do we take like another lineman?
Yeah, can never have enough. Seth McClaw. Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
Connor, what are you doing?
Alec Cooper. That's okay. QB here. Denzel Burke. Ooh, that's what we talk about.
Quinn Ewers? Just take Quinn Ewers?
Yeah. See if any of these guys are good. That's not good. Yeah, why not?
All right.
A minus.
That's pretty good. They didn't really like our Tate Rutledge pick, but
Yeah.
A minus on no. I like the No Williams in the 4th round. Seemed like a great pick.
Yeah. This poor guy looks like a Packer.
Yeah.
Shamar.
And then we sign Devontae, and life's good.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? What about like world stuff? Tariffs, because I think I saw that like it's gonna go away now, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, they're deferring tariffs or something.
Yeah.
Month long here 2 hours ago. Mexico given month-long reprieve.
Wow, here's interesting. Metcalf, wow. So if this sources discussed, is this like real? Do you feel like with this stuff that like I honestly just think like reports just make shit up, just to like talk about stuff right now.
Oh yeah, what's it say?
So been working the phones this morning. This seems like the best package the Seahawks could get from Packers as things stand. Yeah, I don't know. Back and forth. Second and Dobbs. I don't know if I do a second and Dobbs. I do like a 4th and Dobbs.
Well, we're gonna have to pay him like 30.
Yeah, and it's like 30 mil. Like, and that's like the worst part is like not only you have to give up shit, then you have to pay him. It's like I would just rather have Devontae.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
And we have cap space, so it's not,
Yeah, no,
I'd be
I'm
kind of
good.
pissed actually if we get him. All right. Hope not.
Let's see. I'm just gonna go to the front page of CNN and see if there's anything.
Saints have 44 mil that they need to get in cap space.
Trump delays tariffs on Mexico. The U.S. is destroying world order. Ukrainian ambassador warns. Oops.
Derek Carr's gonna get his thing restructured. Wow.
Oh, they restructured Watson again. I saw Deshaun Watson.
One's if like the Saints are doing like 40 chests where it's like because the cap keeps going up, so like being the negative just like doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Ravens are hurt. Only 7 mil of cap space. Chiefs -5. Ooh. Falcons, I guess because of the whatever deal, and Bills -12. Interesting. Packers are a pretty good spot. Chargers.
I'm excited. How many days away are we till we?
I think it's like soon.
10 days or something like that. When does free agency? NFL free agency begin?
We're gonna get a comp pick.
March 12th, 3 p.m. So right around then we can negotiate the 10th. So this weekend, nice.
It doesn't look like we're gonna get any comp picks.
Dang. The Lions probably get a third round for.
Oh yeah, their coach.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly like just I can't remember a single team's coaching staff being that decimated.
And it's funny because it's like all like the play callers, like the head coach is kind of more of a rah-rah guy.
Yeah, you know, like, and it's like
And
game not calling plays is just gonna really hurt. like
And
really.
DJ Reed's out, right? He was Lions.
Yeah, and like they lost like not only OCDC but also like staff underneath them.
Yep. Yeah, Lions might be back in hell, which is
Yeah.
honestly good because their fans were so annoying last year.
Yeah.
So what goes
I
around
might,
comes.
I might bet like that they go because like I think Packers are on the upswing, Bears should be in the upswing, Vikings. I guess Vikings probably won't maintain, but like I don't know, they're gonna lose like a bunch of free agencies. John Morton, Mark Brunell, Calvin Shepard. Winemakers coach. Yeah, I might bet that they might go like under 500.
Yeah, what is their over under?
Oh, let's look at that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a fun bet, honestly. Just cheer against the Lions all year.
And maybe do that like a episode where you like bet the lines.
Bet against the Lions.
All right. So Cardinals 8.5. That's kind of a lot. Over is -130. Falcons -230 for the Falcons. Over. Ravens under -190. Might take that. 13.5 for the Bills. I'd take the under on that. Oh, these are from last season. Scroll down. All right, here we go. Okay. Cardinals 6.5, Falcons 9.5, Ravens 11.5, Bills 10.5, Panthers 5.5, Bears 8.5, Browns 8.5.
What did you think of the Bears signings? Like two pretty like
Yeah.
17 million for-
I think it's like they just keep giving away picks.
Yeah, that is true. And they're
Like,
both
they
1 year guys.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and so it's like one of them, the one they got from the Chiefs is like 33. And so like he hasn't like missed any games, so like that's good, But I think like we talked about, like their pass blocking was pretty good last year. And so I think it's always good to invest in the line, like you should do that. But like they already have the same amount of cap as we do, and like their defensive line do, and like their defensive line is like garbage. I don't know.
Dude, but remember, how like in the NFL you play like the same teams in other divisions, like where you finished?
Yeah.
So the Lions are going to be playing like we're third, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have like a third place record.
So we're going to play the easier teams. Lions are going to play the best teams, and I kind of like that under. Kind of,
10.5. I mean, that's like I'd almost do an all under of like 9.5, maybe 8.5 if I'm feeling really frisky.
Dude, that'd be kind of fun, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Well, who else is it? Wow, Vikings 6.5. That's crazy. How many games did they win last year?
Wait, the Vikings are 6.5?
Yeah, they won 14 games, and their over under is 6.5. That's insane.
That's shocking. I mean, I know they lost. I mean, Arnold wasn't that great, but they did like they're going to lose a lot of guys.
Yeah, and like quarterback, right?
Yeah, like Byron Murphy, their cornerback's gone.
Well, no, so they have Vikings here at 10.5.
No, weird.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. Even that, I would take the under. Giants 4.5. Panthers, I kind of like a little bit over here. Bryce Young looked pretty good. Rams, Seahawks, interesting. Ravens. I'd probably take the Ravens under. All right, that's interesting.
All right, man.
All right.
I think I'm gonna do a little work, go get some food, but
there you go.
Any fun plans this weekend?
Yeah, we're going to a wedding.
Nice, where at?
It's in the city, so kind of nice. So you can like stay home. My parents are coming to babysit.
It's nice. That's fun.
Yeah,
Probably excited.
yeah,
We'll have a great time. Is that Saturday?
yeah.
Nice. I don't know. Oh, I think there might be like a food, some type of food festival around this weekend. We might go to.
Festivals are always a good time.
Yeah, try out some food. I honestly have had some great food at festivals here. Like I had this brat that had onion jam. Do you ever have onion jam?
No.
It's just I don't know why it was so good. It's kind of sweet, and then they had onion, like the fried onion, crispy topping,
Oh, okay.
and it just like I don't know, it just hit so good that night when I was eating it at this food festival.
I bet.
So
Have you heard like there's like Seattle dog where they put like mayo on it or something, or like cream
Yeah.
cheese? Is it cream cheese?
Cream cheese. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good to me at all.
What? Yeah. What is that? Seattle dog.
Yeah,
So-
like, that sounds pretty fucking gross.
Bun slathered with cream. Is that all it is? Cream cheese and then ketchup, fried onions, relish.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's like a bagel.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like I guess if you think of it that way, it makes more sense.
You gotta have some good bread though.
Yeah,
If the bread is not like a bagel is, that's good bread. If you eat just some shitty like bun and just put a bunch of cream cheese on it, that's kind of nasty. There's this like funny place nearby our spot that does like it's like a bar that does hot dogs, and they have like they're like pretty souped up hot dogs. And they're good. They're kind of like it's just weird to go get a hot dog at a place. I don't know, something about it. But they have like these huge like crushed chips and barbecue and like pulled pork on top.
that sounds really good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It's just like funny when you're eating this at like a bar,
Yeah.
like a Mexican bar.
What is that like Mexican bar?
I don't know. It's they got some interest. I don't think they like know.
They have like margaritas.
Yeah, they got like a bunch of different like infused like alcohols that they like have behind their bar.
Huh.
It was funny actually. So we went there and we were kind of like there wasn't really many people there, and we started talking to the guy working. I think he might be the owner, one of the owners, and he's like, "Yeah." We're like, "Oh, what's that basketball?" There's like this basketball on the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "What's the story with the basketball?" And he's like, "Oh, I was in America." Some like European guy. He's like, I was in America, and we found this basketball just like sitting on the side of the road, like popped. He's like, I just had to bring it back. And I was like, okay.
All right.
I was like, that's like such a weird story, but okay.
Yeah. Speaking of, I kind of feel pretty good about the Bucks now. Like that deadline, like all these guys like look really good.
I know. I kind of like that Jericho Sims guy, 0-0, the tall guy. Like,
Yeah, like I haven't watched any of the games. Just putting that out there, but just like reading about it, it seems like that Marjan was already like cut is pretty funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then like the Knicks signed him, but yeah, like Kuzma has like kind of been like legit, and then that was it JPJ had like a triple double last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dude,
like it feels, like the vibes feel good.
And when you got Giannis going, like
and Dame,
Giannis, like you can win against anyone when you got
and Bobby Portis being suspended.
Kind of helping. I don't know.
Kind of helping. Yeah.
Dame had 34, Giannis 32, 17 for Kuzma, 2 for Brook, 3 for Prince, 18 AJ Green. Yeah, Kevin Porter's been fun. 10 points, like super athletic.
Yeah.
Dude, Kevin Porter had 10 points, 14 assists, and 11 rebounds. Triple double.
Yeah. Like it's like we just need to get younger and like that worked out really well.
Nice. That's sweet, actually.
Yeah, I feel good.
All right, man. Go Bucks. We got March Madness coming up soon.
Yeah, Masters.
Month away. Masters month. Have you been watching Swing?
No, I haven't watched any of it. I watched like the first one, or not first, but like one of them, and it was all right. But like I don't know. I don't care. I started watching on Apple TV. Called like Mystery or Curious, but it's actually pretty good. About this like girl who has what she believes is suicide attempt, and she like loses all of her memory, and it's just kind of like figuring out like what happened and like who she can trust. It's
What's it
pretty
called?
good. It's on Apple TV. Let's see, Apple TV shows.
I gotta watch Paradise tonight. I like that show. You didn't like
Yeah,
it?
I mean, it's good. It's called Surface.
Surface, okay.
Yeah. It's good. Like I'll watch it, right? And like I think this is the last episode. The last episode for the season. I think.
Is it 8? It's only 8?
Yeah, it might be.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and like I thought, did you watch White Lotus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this like it was all right, but like I don't know, it just feels like nothing's happening. Like it's so slow.
It's a little slow. The snake scene was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was funny. And I guess the Trump part was funny too.
Yeah, I feel like it's just starting to pick up. Like the girls' friendship is falling apart.
Yeah, we're all like catting and whatever. But it's just like it's just kind of boring. I'm kind of like I'll keep watching it, but definitely not as good as the other 2 seasons were.
Yeah, it's a little slow for sure. I'll check out this show though. This looks good. The other thing I was gonna watch was Anora, the movie about the one the Best Picture. Did you watch that?
Oh no, Spencer and I are gonna watch that.
It looked pretty good. I don't know. I was gonna watch it.
All right.
All right, man. We'll have to do some movie show reviews in the future. No spoilers.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, man.
right,
Have
peace.
a good weekend. Enjoy the wedding. Rage it up. Hit the dance floor hard.
Absolutely. Parents night out.
All right. Have a good
All
one.
right, bye.